Good morning. Today we are out here at Spanish Pond. We are going to do the loops out here. It will be about 5.5 miles depending on where we go. And let's get started. The trail begins as a boardwalk within a dense, shady hardwood forest. Leaving the boardwalk, you will find yourself traveling deeper into the woods on a hard-packed limestone path flanked on either side by dense masses of greenbrier and grapevines growing up over the saw palmetto understory in the pine flatwoods. And deeper still through a tunnel of wetland-loving shrubs and trees, as you stop to look around at this beautiful piece of land, it's hard to imagine 500 Spanish soldiers who had marched 4 days through marsh, forest tangle, fierce winds, and heavy rainfall, stopping here to camp for the night before the attack and capture of Fort Caroline, which is just across the road and over a hill. As you shake off thoughts of a difficult past, you will come to a junction. This is the end of the Spanish Pond Trail, where you can turn around and retrace your steps back to the parking area for a hike totaling just 2 miles, or you can continue onto the Blue Blaze Trail and into the Theodore Roosevelt area, a 600-acre natural treasure of hardwood forest, wetlands, and scrub vegetation, rich in cultural history, named after the president by its landowner, Willie Browne. Willie's parents purchased the 600 acres when Willie was just a year old, and a baby brother, Saxon, was born just a year later. And the family thrived by farming, fishing, wood carving, boat building, and selling oysters taken from the extensive mounds that still dominate the property today. On Willie's 16th birthday, his father gifted the land to him, with instructions to nurture and care for the property, protect it from poachers and hunters, and to maintain it in its natural state. Willie and his brother Saxon both inherited an intense appreciation for the land that led to a lifelong desire to protect it, to the point that Willie deeded the entire property to the Nature Conservancy to take effect upon his death. The agreement stipulated that the Nature Conservancy and any future owner keep the land in its natural state. When he passed away on December 14, 1970, the Theodore Roosevelt area, named by Willie after the former president, his ecological hero, was born. Today, it is part of the vast Timucuan Ecological and Historical Preserve and one of the great natural treasures of Northeast Florida. Visitors can walk the various loops, take a trip out to an observation platform for views of the marsh, the St. Johns River, and a bustling city, which makes one truly appreciate this special place that Willie has left to us. Continuing on the trail, you will find many of the oyster middens left by the Timucua, the Native Americans who lived in this place, as well as northeast and north central Florida and southeast Georgia, making them the largest indigenous group in the area. And here we leave the dense forested flatlands and climb up to the bluffs overlooking the St. Johns. The trail rambles up and down over roots and oyster middens, and at the most opportune moment provides a bench to sit on and take in the beautiful views. A side trail contains the burial site for Sergeant John Nathan Spearing, a Confederate soldier who was stationed at Fort Caroline and became close friends with the Browne family. So close that when he died in 1879, Willie Browne let him be buried on his land, fulfilling the wish of his dear friend who had said he had hoped to be buried up on the bluffs. As we continue moving forward, the trail continues to climb, a total of 137 feet, to the top of the hill for a view of the Fort Caroline complex below and the Dames Point Bridge in the distance. Finally, the trail begins to descend through oak scrub and patches of rosemary. Be careful here as poison ivy is also present. At the bottom, you'll come to the intersection and choose the red path, which will reconnect to the boardwalk, which will take you back out to the parking lot. As you leave this place, reflect on Willie's great gift. Willie, who was offered millions for this land, said, "There's a lot of land disappearing. Pretty soon there will come a day when there will be nothing but a concrete jungle from New York City to Jacksonville. But people are waking up to the fact that there's not much left. That's why I want this place saved, so you can come see God. I could have sold the land, I could have bought fancy clothes, I could have traveled the world, but I like the woods." Thanks to Willie's love of these woods and his decision to follow in the footsteps of Theodore Roosevelt to protect them, we all can enjoy them now. And I hope you've enjoyed this little trip through Spanish Pond and Theodore Roosevelt area. And join us again. We'll see you on trails soon.